How many we have done so far? We have done growth, development, movement, locomotion, response to stimuli, reproduction, metabolism, and homeostasis, plus 4 life processes: nutrition, respiration, transport, and excretion. Now, today I am going to explain you about definite organization. All the living beings have a definite organization. What is meant by definite organization? Organization means working together on two or more things. That is a thing or an institution or a body or a particular thing which is having so many things in it. Okay, like this is our school. Now our school has got number of teachers, number of laboratories, principal, vice principal, PTI, librarian, so many things, so many kind of working bodies are there, so many departments are there, so many branches are there and all. Okay, we got the KG section, we got primary section, we got middle section, we got secondary section, we got senior secondary section, we got KG teachers and primary teachers and middle teachers and senior teachers, and then we got librarians, and we got PTIs, and we got sports teacher, and so many coaches are there. So they all are constituted to make a organization like St. Paul's School. Similarly, our body. Now we have got so many different type of living beings. There are plants, there are animals, there are microorganisms, there are big animals, there are organisms in which single cell is found, there are organisms in which many cells are there, they have got tissues, and some are having organs, and some get organ system and all. Okay? The complexity also varies. But one of the very important property which is found in the all the living being is that their organization is always definite. If I talk about human being, no matter you take human being from which place, no matter you take human being from which place, may it be from India, may it be from America, may it be from Africa, may it be from Japan, may it be from anywhere, all of these, now you are able to hear me, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's all. So you take human being from any part of the world, but their organization is always same. You will find the eyes here only, 2 in number, nose, ears, lips, 32 teeth in adult. You will not find more than that. You may have less than that. Some may must have fallen. You can hair covering on the head, your 4, that is limbs, 2 arms and 2 legs. Okay, and this is how you will have, and even if inside you see that is all the organs and systems are placed in their original place. If we have studied in class 10 that the human heart is consisting of 4 chambers, you will not find any human being anywhere in the world which may have only 3 chambers or 3.5 chambers or 2 chambers or 1 chamber or 5 chambers or 8 chambers. Human beings means the same organization. Will you find the same type of things in non-living things? Do non-living things also have the same type of organization? There is nothing called as an organization in non-living which are definite. How you can say? That is, you say mountains, you see valleys, you see oceans, you see seas, you see rivers, you see ponds, you see lakes, you see plains, you see hills, you see all these things which are naturally occurring. All are there different organization. So much so that even human-made, man-made objects also have different organization. If you see all the schools in India, probably what kind of school organization we got, same kind of organization nowhere and anywhere in, or no other schools will have same number of rooms, same number of teachers, same number of playgrounds, same number of libraries, same number of laboratories and or everything. There will be some something more, something less, some more departments are there, somewhere have less departments, somewhere have more. So they will all have the different type of organization. But living beings, very interestingly, always follow the same level of organization. That is one of the very unique properties. So when we study about human being sitting in Kota, we know that all the human beings world over will have same type of things. Some may have some defects, some may have some, instead of 5 fingers they may have 6 fingers. Okay? Some may have 1 or 2 fingers, और किसी बच्चे का हाथ डिफॉर्म पैदा हुआ है and there is no palm only, there is no hand only. That may be possible. But by and large, we can say 99.9% से ऊपर लोगों का organization is same. That is a very, very unique property. Okay? Now that also when there is no body to regulate it. ऐसा नहीं है like in industries there are several managers, there are quality check department and so many things which are checking and which are managing and which are manipulating and which are adding and which are removing and all. Our body once made is made. We cannot simply remove अरे 2 आंखें हैं चलो एक निकाल लो, 1 more eye you fix and all. Okay? So the organization which is found in the living beings, I take a human beings example because we all have seen around us all the different type of human beings, but it is the same thing in case of plants, in case of animals. Shape अलग हो सकता है plants का, but the organization will be same. The same kind of tissue will be there, same type of cells will be there, same type of cell organelle will be there in the cells, same type of ability will be there in the different tissues. And this is the most important property right from the bacteria. Bacteria भी हम पढ़ेंगे when we will study in chapter 8. Then we will study about the cells and then we will study the prokaryote and eukaryote, and prokaryote में क्या मिलता है, eukaryote में क्या मिलता है, what is found and what is not found, and all so many different type of things are there which are all making living beings so unique, and these features are not found in the non-living. Okay? So that is why we say that definite organization is again a very important feature. If you had to say, if you had to distinguish between the living and non-living, you start studying about their organization. If the organization is fixed, same, then you can say that it is living. And if it is not so, it is obviously that the organization is not same. That means they are not a part of the same body. Okay, they are not the living beings. So that is again a very important properties of the living being. And the last one I will discuss is definite lifespan or life cycle. Life cycle. Okay, definite life cycle. Living beings always had definite life cycle, which I already explained in the previous class. That is, all the living beings are born someday, and then they grow, then they become mature, then they get old, and they go out of the world that is dead. And after maturation, they again give birth to the new world. This is the fixed pattern, right from the unicellular organ to the most complex human being. यही होगा. You will not find that the animal is born adult and then become small, that is baby, and then it will become old and all. The organization is always definite. It is always fixed. There can't be any change in it. Okay? All will be born. And all the living beings die someday or other. We have to throw light on this only. Why living beings has to die at all? हमारे आसपास में, हमारे घरों में so many deaths take place sometime or other. We are all the time, we all become sad, we all become worried, like why such person is died, he was so good to us, he was so useful and this and that, and always used to give us so many things and all, compassionate थे, प्यार करते थे, चीज़ें देते थे, चॉकलेट खिलाते थे and all, and always he used to ask us कैसे हो, कैसे चल रहा है and all, एंड भगवान ने उसी को उठा लिया. एंड देयर आर सो मेनी लफड़ेबाज आर हियर एंड देयर एंड दे आर लिविंग देयर लाइफ हैप्पीली. व्हाई इट इज सो? व्हाई एन ऑर्गन, व्हाई एन इंडिविजुअल, व्हाई अ पर्सन, और व्हाई एनिमल, और व्हाई अ प्लांट हैज टू डाई? व्हाई इज डेथ सो इम्पोर्टेंट? भगवान ने डेथ बनाई थी. अगर मैं ये पूछूंगा तो आप बोलेंगे सर इफ द डेथ वुड हैव नॉट बीन देयर तो एज सच इंडिया इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम पॉपुलेशन, एंड तो फिर हमारी पॉपुलेशन तो भगवान जाने क्या होगी. इफ पीपल वुड हैव नॉट बीन डाइंग तो पॉपुलेशन को पता नहीं कहाँ पहुँच जाता. ऑफ कोर्स देन वी कुड अनदर थिंग दैट इज बर्थ का भी हटा देते हैं. देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ बर्थ, देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ डेथ. व्हाटएवर इंडिविजुअल्स आर देयर वंस मेड, let them survive. Chutti, no more addition, no more deletion. Can such a system survive? Can such a system survive? आप सोचिए ना, आप ये सोचिए कि आज भगवान आपको दुनिया में जितने भी ऑर्गेनिज्म हैं सबको वरदान दे दे कि आज से कोई नहीं मरेगा. And so the birth is also stopped from today. No more individual will be added, no more individual will be डिलीटेड. मरेंगे भी नहीं. कैन सच सिस्टम सर्वाइव? सोच के देखना कभी. ऐसा सिस्टम कभी सर्वाइव नहीं कर सकता. वाई? बिकॉज इन ऑर्डर टू सर्वाइव वी नीड एनर्जी, एंड द एनर्जी कम फ्रॉम फूड, एंड आवर फूड ऑलवेज कम फ्रॉम अदर इंडिविजुअल्स. सो वी हैव टू ईट सम ऑर्गन और अदर. फर्ज करते हैं एक शेर एक मैदान में पहुंचता है. It reaches to a plain where you find there are 25 deer are there, 15 blue bulls are there, and some other animals are there. Now पेड़ के पीछे खड़ा होकर शेर के वहाँ से निशाना लगाता है. वो सोचता है कि I'll see that bull I'll eat, which is the most, that is strong, and if I eat that I'll get food for at least 2-3 days. I need to worry about it. ऐसे सोच के जाता है कि शेर. Even though he may think like that, but when he goes, he will be catching the weakest one, because all the strong will run away. More stronger, he will be ready to fight. So, what organisms are eliminated? किसकी मौत होती है? Which are unfit to maintain in that surrounding, that environment, that condition, the type of things which are available to us. कौन मरेगा? कोरोना में कौन मर रहे हैं? There are so many people who are coming in contact with the coronavirus, but not all of them are dying. The doctors who are there, the laboratory technicians who are there, the sabji wala who is there, the shopkeepers are there, and there are so many other people. घरों में आती है बाइयाँ, they are cleaning, sweeping, sobbing, touching everything, but not all of them are suffering from disease. When we trace, किसी आदमी को कोरोना हुआ, अमित शाह को कोरोना हुआ. Why I am saying अमित शाह because he is a renowned person. आपने सबने देखा. Now वो ट्रेस कर रहे थे किस किस को हुआ. That is, he is gone into this meeting, he is gone into that meeting, and people were saying, sir, वो तो हमेशा 2 गज की दूरी का सिस्टम रखते थे. He always used to wear mask and all. Then where he got disease from? And now he must have come in contact with so many people. Now who else he has passed the disease to? And we find only few people. Why few people? When so many people must have come in contact with him. He must have done that bottle of water also, and that kept the bottle there. उनके हाथ वहाँ पे लगे. That bottle must have picked by some servant. The place where he sat, he must have done so many things. The virus must have been there. That is being cleaned by some cleaner next day. He must have gone to so many places. कार में बैठे होंगे. जिस कार में वो बैठे, the driver must have cleaned it. Did driver get disease? Did the cleaner get disease? Did the person who was serving food get disease? The person who were giving the files and pen and all those things, did they suffer? Not everyone suffer. Who suffered? Who is the weakest one? Who is the weakest one? Who do not have resistance? Lion is always searching for food. Not only lion, tigers are there, lion are there, panther are there, leopards are there, fox are there, jackals are there, wolves are there, dogs are there. They all are searching for their food. Yet a bull can maintain an age of 50, 45, 30, 20, 10 years age. That means every day is struggled and it did not die. We also are struggling. So many things we are like, chalo, we people we are living in a all preferred conditions. So you may say कि sir हम तो कभी इनकी contact में आते ही नहीं हैं. We are living in a very what you call hygienic conditions and all. But even those people are living in the slums. They are living in the bare minimum conditions, but they are not suffering every day. Many of them are even reaching to the age of 60, 70, 80, 85. Those who could not get drinking water as you are getting, processed water, they could not get all best of best vegetable. They used to go to buy vegetable in the evening when all the vegetables are already sorted out and all rubbish vegetables are left there. They will not be getting proper nourishment, vitamins, yet they could survive. That means they are stronger. The stray dog which you see around you, lean and thin and dirty, having disease here, disease there, but yet they are surviving. That means they can maintain themselves in that environment. Many others could not. So that is important for so many things. That is important because it eliminates weak and unfit. Second, provide nourishment to the others. Third, helps in recycling of matter. Very important. Very important. When somebody dies, some organism dies, they decompose. Their body that decompose and it will provide nourishment to the many other organisms. The plant will get their calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, iodine, sulfur, whatever type of nourishments are there which they are getting from the soil, that they got from where? From where? The organisms which are died and they are decomposed and they are providing nourishment here. Okay, so recycling again very important. To maintain population size, if the unfit organisms will not be deleted, not be removed, what will happen? The population will ever growing, and if the population will go on and on, what will happen? A time will come, all of them will be looking for food and they will not get enough of food, and then they will be struggle, and then again they will. When some disease breaks, many people die because of maybe because of severity of the disease, maybe because of their inability to fight or resist with it, and there may be so many different cases. So all these things make the people who are fit and unfit, and they keep on removing the unfit individual. They become unfit because of the age, they become unfit because of the inability to resist, they become unfit because they could not fight, they become unfit because of so many different reasons. So only the unfit organisms are removed. The fit organism will be surviving till they become unfit. And the test is every day they have to take. Every day animals are taking tests. Every day the plants are taking tests. And among them, whoever is the best suitable, that survives and best all die. So death is again a very important property. So these are the things. I said all the organisms die except unicellular organism, which we already discussed in class 10. तो मैंने कहा हर organism मरता है, मरना ही है. तो कम उम्र में बढ़ता है. Some reaches to the age of 80, 100, 110, 115. If I am talking about human being, bacteria may survive for only 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 25 minutes. The plants may survive for 2000 years, banyan tree 3000 years. Some trees even survive longer, some survive only for few days. So the lifespan whatever is there, that is different from species to species, individual to individual, but all will die someday or other. ये तो बात पक्की है, मरना तो है ही है। क्यों मरेंगे? बिकॉज वो वीकेस्ट इंडिविजुअल को हटा देते हैं, फिटेस्ट इंडिविजुअल को रखेंगे, सो दैट द फिट विल बिकम ऑल द मोर फिट, एंड एज द एनवायरमेंट चेंजेस द fittest organ will be there to sustain in that environment. Then by dying they provide nourishment to the other organ, and by decomposing they will provide nourishment to the plants, and again they will be, that same material will be used, recycled, as we studied in class 10, last chapter, 15th chapter, that is the recycling or biomineral recycling is there. So that recycling will be continually on if the death is there. If death is not there, no decomposition. If no decomposition, no recycling. Because as long as we are alive, we maintain ourselves. Homeostasis हमने यही पढ़ा था last class. Previous class I said we all are maintaining homeostasis. So whatever type of condition we are born in, that same condition is maintained. हम लोगों में कुछ भी चीज़ कम नहीं होती है. In due course of time, we got the same number of tissue, we got same number of organ, we got same number of system, we got same amount of water in our body, same amount of blood in our body, same. तो वो अपने आप को मेंटेन कर रहा है ना. ये तो डेथ हमने पढ़ी वो इंडिविजुअल लेवल की पढ़ी. डेथ इज इवन टेकिंग प्लेस इन आवर बॉडी इन सेलुलर लेवल. आवर स्किन सेल्स ऑल आर डेड. तो जाते हैं ना पार्लर में, तो क्या कहते हैं सब, ये तो आपकी सारी पुरानी मरी हुई सेल्स हैं सर, इसको स्क्रैप आउट कर दो. ठीक है, तो मैनिक्योर पेडिक्योर के अंदर वो सारे उनको निकाल. तो कुछ एक बहुत सारे अलग अलग तरह के सिस्टम है. यू मे बी नोइंग इट बेटर, आई डोंट नो, सो आई डोंट नो, बट तो ये चीज़ें हैं. ठीक है, दैट वी आर स्टडीइंग द प्लांट्स, द स्क्लेरेंकाइमा इज डेड. व्हाई दे आर डेड? They are dead because of the excess deposition of the cell wall. Why was the need of what was the need of excess deposition of cell wall? Because it was providing strength. तो वो dead है इसलिए strength है. Xylem cell, brackets and vessels are dead because they are dead. They lose their protoplasm, and that hollow cell wall will be acting as a tubular channel for the transport of water. ठीक है, तो देयर आर सेवरल सेल्स, सेलुलर लेवल पे डेथ हो जाना होती है. और सेल्स ऑल्सो और आरबीसी आर डाइंग एवरी डे, एवरी मिनट, एवरी सेकेंड. आज से कुछ दिनों पहले, कुछ 100 दिन पहले, 80 दिन पहले, 120 डेज पहले, वट एवर आरबीसी है मेड, वो मरती जाएंगे, एंड दे विल बी कीप एलिमिनेटिंग फ्रॉम देम, एंड न्यू इंडिविजुअल विल कीप कमिंग इन प्लेस ऑफ देम. न्यू आरबीसी विल बी कमिंग, new WBC will be coming, new platelets will be coming. So this is how the death is even taking place in the individual level. Okay? So with this I have concluded that all the characteristics of the living beings. So some are given in your book, but I have defined to a larger level. Okay? हमने पढ़ा क्या? Nutrition, respiration, transport और excretion, all four I summarized in the form of life process. I did not teach you them about them because we already had a full chapter. And उसके बाद growth, development, movement, locomotion. Then we have studied response to stimuli. Then we have studied about reproduction, then metabolism. Then we have studied about the homeostasis. And फिर हमने आज की क्लास के अंदर पढ़ा that is the definite lifespan and even death and definite organization. So many important properties are there, which is found only and only in living beings. Non-living में नहीं मिलेंगे ये सारी चीज़ें. So we are different from the non-living, and we are different from even the dead individuals. जब तक dead और living के अंदर जो सबसे बड़ा difference है वो metabolism का है. And it is because of the metabolism, nutrition is there, respiration is there, transport is required, and other things. Okay, homeostasis is because of the metabolism. So many things are there which make the living being so unique. तो बिफोर स्टडिंग अबाउट बायोलॉजी वी मस्ट नो आखिर हम पढ़ने किसके बारे में जा रहे हैं. वाई दिस चैप्टर इज गिवन, सो दैट वी नो दैट व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी. अबाउट हूम वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी। आज हमको मालूम पड़ा है कि भाई लिविंग बीइंग्स होते क्या है, किसके बारे में पढ़ना है। अदरवाइज एनीबॉडी कुड हैव ब्रॉट अ स्कूटर एंड मेड स्टैंड इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, सर ये भी लिविंग है, देखो ये ऑक्सीजन लेता है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड देता है, तो ब्रीदिंग तो कर रहा है, सर ये मोशन भी कर रहा है, देखो मोशन भी कर रहा है, यहाँ से वहाँ चला जाता है, और सर ये मूवमेंट भी कर रहा है, देखो इसके पंखा घूम रहा है, ठीक है, और इसका हैंडल भी हिल जाता है ना, और इसका डेफिनेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन भी है, देख लो सर इसमें एक सीट है, दो पहिए हैं, ये है वो है, ये सब है, और ये रेस्पॉन्स भी करता है, देखो ये हॉर्न बजाते हैं, फट सा आवाज़ करता है, ये स्विच ऑन करते हैं, लाइट जल जाती है, बंद करते हैं, बंद हो जाती है, सो इट इज शोइंग रेस्पॉन्स ऑन। ये सब तो हमने सीखे हैं लिविंग बीइंग से। वी आर लर्न फ्रॉम द लिविंग बॉडी एंड वी आर इम्प्लीमेंटेड देयर। वी आर लर्न फ्रॉम ह्यूमन आई एंड वी मेड कैमरा। वी आर लर्न सो मेनी थिंग्स फ्रॉम सो मेनी प्लेसेस एंड वी आर इम्प्लीमेंटिंग देम इन द मशीन्स। ठीक है, वो आर्टिफिशियल है, मैन मेड है, मैन ने अपनी इंटेलिजेंस को बनाया है, दे आर कीप ऑन। अभी आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के बारे में जानते हो ना, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस इज न्यू ब्रांच ऑफ कंप्यूटर विच इज कमिंग नाउअडेज। जो ये कह रहा है दैट इज हाउ वी कैन गिव इम्पॉर्टेंट मतलब इंटेलिजेंस टू द मशीन इटसेल्फ, कि वो किस तरह से काम करे। सो नाउ मशीन इटसेल्फ विल डिसाइड। So when the artificial intelligence will be given to a car, उसके अंदर प्रोसेसर लगा देंगे, उसमें कैमराज लगा देंगे, so when you will see कि सामने कुछ आ रहा है, ऑब्जेक्ट आ रहा है, तो it will make the decision its own कि मुझे हॉर्न बजाना है या मुझे लेफ्ट जाना है या मुझे राइट जाना है, या मेरे को लेफ्ट में चेक करना कितना डिस्टेंस है, राइट में चेक करना कितना डिस्टेंस है, पीछे देखना कितना ऑब्जेक्ट है, वॉट एवर टाइप ऑफ कंडीशंस दैट अ पर्सन's intelligence is there, that will keep on adding into that machine, and then a car will be made with the total artificial intelligence. And then आपको चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है। Now that is what the Google has made the car, but we can't trust on it, especially in India, क्योंकि Google कार तो इंटरनेट पे बेस्ड है, उसको तो सिग्नल मिलते रहने चाहिए। इंडिया में तो ऐसी जगह भी चले जाएंगे सिग्नल नहीं है, कार बंद, ठीक है। तो आर्टिफिशियल हमारे साथ ऐसा नहीं होता कि हम पर्टिकुलर जगह पे चल जाएंगे तो हमारी मेमोरी लैप्स हो जाएगी, ठीक है। सो वी आर इंटेलिजेंस आर दिस थिंग वी आर गॉट जेन्युइनली फ्रॉम आवर DNA with our heredity, and these things are man-made things. Okay, so that's all for today. And tomorrow's class, tomorrow तो छुट्टी है शायद, tomorrow is जन्माष्टमी हॉलीडे, बता देंगे आपको लास्ट पीरियड से पहले, so you will come to know. And what is next class I'll teach you how the classification is done and why the classification is done, and then after that we will start the 16th chapter, ठीक है। तो अभी तो टाइम लगेगा, 2-3 दिन लगेंगे इस चैप्टर को पूरा। थैंक यू चिल्ड्रन।